G'day everyone and welcome to DoughBoy Gaming and our Civilization 6 Aussies Take Over the World live stream. G'day Cy, Daniel Jones and Robert Muller. Welcome to the stream, gents. Okay, so it's been a couple of weeks since we did a live stream. A little bit out of practice. We've also changed our graphics up a bit. That's why it was we jumped straight in then. We didn't actually do the countdown timer to the end, but anyway, that's all well and good. All right, so I'll just do it. Johnny V's in the house. Okay, so we're doing a bit of a special live stream tonight. In fact, let me just get something I need to. I'll get that on in a minute. Okay, so I'll mention this a few times tonight. A bit low, is it? Okay. No worries. How's that? Is that better? Is that better? How's that sound going? Yep, all good. All right. So, a little bit of a special live stream. Now, I don't know if he's in the houses yet because of the difference in time zones and stuff. But I'm sure most of you will know our good friend Aussie Medic. Now, he's been with me with the channel since he was one of our 10th subscribers, one of our first. And he's been with us all along. Now, unfortunately, his wife's been going through a very tough time of late. And she's currently in hospital. I won't go into all the details, but rest assured she's in a lot of pain. She's waiting on the bureaucracy of federal and state medical boards and all that sort of stuff to arrange for one of two surgeons. There's only two surgeons in Australia that can do the operation for her, who are in Sydney, and they're based in Western Australia, which is on the other side of the country. So trying to deal through with all that, etc, etc, etc. So what I thought we might do tonight is, because Aussie Medic said that he and his wife may well be watching tonight, and it wasn't done because of that. I just thought I'd just try and do something nice. So what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to put up, if it comes up, there it is, a donation goal. Now, I've said previously I'm not going to be one that pushes for donations or anything else like that. But tonight what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask for those to consider putting a few dollars in, and 100% of what comes in tonight's live stream will be put towards buying some flowers or just something nice to send over to Mrs. Aussie Medic. Does this mean I'm going to do it for every time someone is sick? Well, no, not necessarily, but certainly if it's one of my close subscribers or something like that has that, I'll certainly look at doing something like this. It's the least we can do, and I think this is what this sort of platform is great for doing, supporting like-minded people, all that sort of stuff. So please consider giving. The link is down below in the comments, the Streamlabs link. The minimum is $1, the maximum whatever you feel. But like I said, 100% of what gets donated tonight will go towards getting some nice flowers and perhaps a little gift or whatever else comes from our viewers. Now, I've already put in $10, so that's just to get us started. So anyway, all right, let's get on with the gaming. There will be a reminder that pops up every now and again from Nightbot if he's actually going to do as he's told tonight. So we'll see how that goes. All right, so where we left off. So we are playing as John Curtin, the Australian Empire, so the Prime Minister of Australia. And what we are going to do is we are going to continue to build our empire, and we've got just a couple of little rules. The first rule is if we see the Poms, we attack them and kill them as soon as we can, like basically kill on sight. Same goes for the Americans. Now, being a bit antagonistic here, I know, but I mean that's their common allies. We're going to flip things on their head a bit, and when we meet up with South Korea, we're going to, or sorry, North Korea. Is it South Korea, North Korea, or Korea? We are going to do our best to become allies with Korea, and then help them and help us take on the might of the British Navy and the American Army. And that's the goal. So, without further ado, let's get back into it. So, we're at the end of our turn. Sydney's producing an archer for some defence for the city. Newcastle's pursuing a trader. And Canberra's about to finish off some ancient walls. So, we'll continue on. And Nightboss had a... There's a north and south rival. I can't remember which one I've chosen then, but anyway. Alright, so we're going to go on our next turn. I'm going to quickly go over to Nightbot and see what's going on with Nightbot as it processes its turn. Edit. Alright, hopefully that's fixed that. Alright, back to live. And so we got a Eureka. So your knowledge of engineering has advanced considerably. That's nice. Military engineering. Okay, so we've got a queue obviously set up for Canberra. So it's now going to produce a galley, so we can start doing some exploration around our coastline. Sydney is still producing our archer and our trader for Newcastle. So obviously what we want to do is we want to expand as quick as we can. So the goal after I do sort of these production queues, whatever's in here at the moment, is we're going to do some more settlers to build some more cities. And we're also going to need to get some builders going as well, so we can actually start developing our cities a bit more. So our next turn. So at the moment we've only got 2 civilizations we've met. So we've met Cleopatra and we've met Robert the Bruce from Scotland. And they're both quite friendly with us at the moment, as our scout's about to get beat upon by some barbarians. Okay, what's he doing down there? He's obviously explored as far as he thinks he can explore, which he has. So what we might do is we might bring him back up in here, because we can probably promote him very soon. And in fact what we'll do is we'll bring this guy back in as well. So we can promote them up, make them a bit stronger, and then start going on the attack and possibly come and rout out some of these barbarians. So I'll pull this scout back for now. And we go next turn again. It's a lovely game this. I spent so many hours in this game, it's not funny. Not
Blast,
fun, it's not the same
build,
thing.
battle.
Okay, so we've got military engineering, and that's given us an era score. So we got +2 era for that, which is great. So in fact, looking at that, to avoid a dark age, next era 29 or above. So we've avoided the dark age. We'd like to get to a 41 or above, just so as we can get a golden age. So yeah, normal age there. So yeah, let's hope we can get another 4 at least, and continue that on. Okay, so our galley has now been built. So what we're going to do with him is we're going to put him on automate exploration and just send him out to explore. This scout, we might just manually sort of control him for now, because we don't want him to go up, because if I was to put him on auto explore, the first thing he will do is go straight back up to those barbarians and be deaded. That's how great the AI is sometimes in this. Okay, got a barbarian encampment there too, so we do need to be a little bit careful. That's Egypt over here, obviously. Robert the Bruce has got a scout out there, and Scotland is up here at the top end of the map. So we haven't been up that far as yet. So we know that this landmass is quite large. So how many civilizations we're going to have on this one, I don't know. The other thing we want to do too is we want to find another landmass that we can actually get to very easily, so we can get an era bonus for that as well. So nice stocks of niter over here.
We can no more have exact religious thinking without theology than exact.
Don't care. Go away. All right. Choose a civic. Protectorate War. I don't think I'm really going to need those for the moment. They both give a governor. I think defensive is going to be better than the other, though. Okay. Is this like Age of Empires? No, not really. It's like Civilization, Robert. I say that because the fact that Civilization has been around for so many years now. Yeah, it's nothing like Age of Empires. Age of Empires is an RTS. This is well, what do they classify this as? What is it? The 4X, isn't it? Explore, expand, something or other, something like that. But yeah, no, it's totally different. I mean, I guess in a way it sort of can be similar because you are building your empire and all that sort of stuff. But this, you're building a full empire with multiple cities, whereas your Age of Empires and that, you're only really sort of building. We are building multiple cities, but not. Yeah, it's similar. It's probably similar. Is probably the best thing you do, but not the same. It's a totally different sort of strategic gameplay. All right. So the scout, we're going to have to move him. I'm going to come round over here. We might be able to get him in the next move and finish him off. So we're going to go next turn. See what's going to happen over here. So our trade is almost finished. Our poor old archer is taking longer and longer. Yeah, it is a bit like Might and Magic, I suppose. Yeah, yeah, it is definitely turn-based. That's probably the big difference. All right. So this scout, we're going to bring him up here. Don't know where I'm going to go with him actually, but I'll just go next turn. We'll get rid of that. This guy's going to come down here, find that barbarian trireme, and get his butt kicked as well. You're not really smart sometimes. All right. So waiting. Move the scout up here. We'll bring him up. We'll bring him up north, and we'll explore up this area up north. Okay, so now we get to select a trade route. Now, the priority is to get some roads. Now, this is a lot different to what the previous Civilization games used to do. You used to send your builder out and build a road between one and the other. Whereas now, the only thing that built, well, no, it's not the only thing, but primarily your roads are built by your traders. So we need to send a trader from Newcastle to both Sydney and to Canberra, and also up to like Geneva and Mohenjo-Daro. I've butchered that one well. It's really in a good Australian style, to build our road network. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to go Newcastle to Canberra. So that will give us 3 food and 3 production, and we'll get that going. So once he's moved down here, you'll see the road will be built down through here. You can later on build roads with workers, well actually with engineers, but it's not something that's sort of done quite readily. Oh, pardon me. Okay, now, do we do a settler? I think we should do some walls. So we'll do some walls, and then we'll do a settler and a builder. So that's the next 3 things for Newcastle to build. We'll let him continue on with his galley. We'll come back to that later. Okay, so he's... I want to come down and get this, finish off this scout, and then hopefully get a promotion, fix him up, and then go get the other one. Speaking of Aussie Medic. Oh, Aussie Medic, I'm sorry to hear that. So Aussie Medic's in the house, guys. Hi guys, sorry we're late, but Mrs. Medic has just been put in a coma for the next 2 days for pain and abdominal swelling. I'm not staying, but I will be watching the replay. Mate, I do hope everything goes well. So please, guys, as I said before, like I said, we're doing a bit of a donation drive tonight just to get some flowers and some stuff for Mrs. Aussie Medic. So please consider making a donation via the Streamlabs down below. Aussie Medic didn't know about it. It's probably the first he knows about it as of right now, and there goes Nightbot just on time. So please consider just putting a few bucks in so we can get some flowers for Mrs. Aussie Medic. But that's not good to hear. Obviously, did the very quickly, Aussie Medic, did the what's the name work? Obviously not. The what do you call it? Forgotten about it. What you told me today. Anyway, that didn't relieve the pain. Obviously, not enough. So anyway, all right. So come on, guys, just throw a few dollars in if you don't mind, and we'll get that over there and get some flowers over there for them. It's the least we can do. I understand if you can't stay Aussie Medic, you go off, look after your wife and your family, and look after yourself, mate. We'll be the epidural fail. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, okay. That's unfortunate. All right, mate. Well, you stay tough and you look after yourself. Yeah, and I'll be in touch. I'll be in touch with you tomorrow. I'll send you a message tomorrow and see how things are going. But we'll continue and we'll. Oh, mate. Of course, I understand. If you can't, that's not a problem. I mean, there's no obligation. It's just out there for those that feel like they can and they would like to. Certainly can, but there's no expectations. Like it's not as if you can't be part of the stream if you don't make a donation. So yeah, it's entirely optional, but it would be nice and appreciated if you could do it. All right. So we'll move on to our next turn. And we're going to see where things go from here. All right. So we've got this scout over here. Now there's a barbarian encampment over here, which we don't want to go near either. So try and get up here without being seen by these guys. Our next galley is ready, so we can set him on Explorer as well. And then we've got a settler coming in 4 turns as well. So we'll have 2 settlers in... well, the other one will be about another 12, 15 turns. I'll try to listen in as I can. Metal building is hard on cell signals. If you're on Sucks Discord, you mean ducks. Oh dear. Yeah, it's all good, mate. It's all good. All right. Where'd that guy, little scout, go? Did Robert the Bruce kill him? I hope so. All right. Next turn. So we've got, what do we get there? Oh, here we go.
Weas pays to keep and mid thy neighbours. Blood fades payeth men at great expense.
That was very wise of you, Robert. All right. You almost think it's Robert Muller. Anyway, it's not. Inspiration. So we've got progress toward mercenaries has advanced considerably. That's good. And we've got a Eureka for... What we got a Eureka for? Machinery. Okay. We're going to send an envoy because we've got another envoy for ourselves. We're going to get Geneva back as suzerain. That's done there. We're going to move this scout up north. No, Johnny's not in charge of the English. Johnny's not in charge of anything. He's just in charge of cleaning up the kitchen. Johnny's not in my good books at the moment. I made note of that in my recording of my next Sosnovka Not video, actually. No spoilers. Alright, so we've got our guys here. Now, they're not ready to be upgraded yet. We're just going to leave them here just in case we get attacked. So, we'll have them fairly well situated. So So we'll have one over here near Sydney to cover any barbarians coming in from here, and one over here in case we get attacked from sea. So we're just going to leave him to wait. No spoilers. No spoilers. Okay, our archer is ready. So we're going to fortify in the city. And we're going to go next turn.
Eu mei em rimat shautiu em paiter. Ente kiswa en yimiu yem.
I think she's got the hots for us. All right. So Cleopatra's quite happy with us because we've got a bit of a military built up. So if you go and have a look at her her agendas, one of her agendas, Queen of the Nile, is where... Oh, thank you. Where she likes civilization with powerful militaries and will try to ally with them to avoid damaging military conflicts. Dislikes civilization with weak militaries. So that's why we're a declared friend with her. So that's good. And Robert the Bruce, we're a declared friend with him as well. And that's because he's got the Flower of Scotland as his agenda, which is will not attack neighbours unless they break a promise to him. So we've got to be very careful we don't break any promises. So we will certainly try and do that because we don't mind the Scots. It's the Poms we want to get rid of. I think it's Queen Elizabeth in this actually. All right. So unit needs orders, which is going to be this scout here. So we might just bring him over this way. It's a settler for Egypt there, coming over towards our area. Don't want to do anything with that clubman. The hots for me? I don't really think so. I think it's just she's desperate. Remember to bump the like button. Yep, please press that like button. That would be great. All right. Oh, our scouts. Oh, our scout did all right there. Have to see if he's got a promotion available. He hasn't. We might actually fortify him until healed. And we're going to do the same with him. See if he can survive. He might get enough health back to survive one attack. So we'll have to wait and see. All right, so we're going to go and another envoy at Mohenjo. So I'll get rid of that. Next turn again. So we've got plenty of galleys. They're just all following each other. They didn't come down and sort of go around this way at all. So that's all right. That'll be fine. We'll have to make sure we start getting some exploration into some of our technologies into increasing and bettering our our seafaring. All right, so this settler here, so all the knight is over there, but we're going to have a loyalty penalty if we go over here. So this here is a loyalty penalty. So that's the amount of penalty and influence Egypt would have over our city, and loyalty will actually cause us to lose our cities. So we don't want to go over there. I'm thinking if we go here, we are still next to a river and we're close enough to the Niger to get that strategic resource. We've got some stone, we've got some rice. The horses might just be within reach. So I think that might be where we go. It's going to take us 9 turns to get there. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully we don't have a barbarian interceptors. So what we'll do is we'll bring these guys out here a bit so we can sort of see what's going on. Alright, so production wise, now we can do the library to increase our science, and I think we'll do that, definitely. And then I think we might, no, I might just leave it at that actually. And then we'll do the granary, need the granary, increase our housing. So, what are we up to now? So Canberra, Newcastle and Sydney are all happy there. All of our galleys have come flying up here to the north. So we're exploring up here past Grenada. So that should start opening up some areas up here, and we should start getting some exploration bonuses. But I don't think we're going to get it in time What have we got? 7 turns to go. So we need to get 4 era score in 7 turns, or 6 turns now. I don't like our chances, but at least we're not in a dark age, so that'll be all right. Another envoy we've earned, so we might get candy this time. Oh, there we go. 2 era. Oh, we're closer. We're closer. Right. So if we get another envoy really quickly, we can get Susan on the other one, and then that'll give us another 2, hopefully. So, oh, we only need 1. All right, so we're close. We're very close. All right. Here we go. Let's take on the scout. As long as I don't send this guy down, we should be okay. Right, you can just stay there and be a good boy. And next turn. So they've got a nice little military there, which we can, if we've got enough gold at the time when we need it, we can just buy their military units off them. We get to use them, I think, for about 20 turns. And our scout was taken out. Great. Classical era ends in 6 turns. Okay. Right, their scout buggered off. He's run off from me, so we'll just chase him, because we're going that way anyway. Alright, come on, come on, come on. Let's get another era. An unmet city-state has been defeated. Right, so someone's being very warlike. I wonder whether it's the Americans or the English.
Defense is superior to
Offensive
opulence.
tactics. Okay. Okay. Don't need anything else there. I'm going to choose a civic. So we have a choice of feudalism, naval tradition, or recorded history. Now, these don't give us anything other than the fact they give us an envoy or a governor title. Gives us the Great Library. I think we might do that one. Got a governor title. So what we can do is, I think we'll bring out another governor. So Canberra, Stockholm. So that's in our envoy city-state. I think we might pull out Victor and we might appoint him in, where's he going to have the most effect? Newcastle or Sydney. I'm thinking perhaps Sydney might be the go. Alright, so put him in Sydney. That's all good. He can stay where he is. Settlers moving out. Yeah, see if we can get hold of this scout. He's got a promotion, which that's good. We can heal him straight away on the next turn, and then he'll be good. Then he can finish off that scout. 5 turns to go after, or 4 turns after this. Need 1 more era score. One of our galleys has come right over here. Oops. So we've got another city-state we're going to find here, so that's going to be okay. Our warrior, again, can stay there. Oh. Now this is where it gets problematic. I don't want to go up against a knight, so we're going to run away. Because healing myself then would have done me no good whatsoever. Alright, so we'll move over here, see if we can explore some of this area where Cleopatra is. She's expanding quite aggressively by the look of it. We need to keep her a little bit in check as well. We don't want her to get too powerful and then just having trouble taking her on in the later part of the game. But we haven't got a strong enough military to take her on yet, I don't reckon. So we'll just leave her be.
Betwixt the stirrup and the ground, mercy I asked.
Okay, so stirrups are done. We'll just bring him north. Once he's out there safe, I'll heal him up. Okay, so we found Brussels, which is good. So we've got to train a crossbowman to get a envoy with them. So Necken, who are they attacking? Oh, they're attacking Brussels. Okay. It's quite interesting. Okay, 2 more turns. I don't think we're going to get an era score somehow. That's okay. That's okay, I suppose. We can deal with that. You can go up through here towards Brussels. So for those of you that are with us now, who else actually plays this game? Any of you actually play it? Because I would be quite interested in getting a multiplayer version going and streaming that. If there's enough interest, or if anyone wants to partake. Obviously you don't have to stream yourself, but you can certainly come into chat and we can perhaps play it as an allied game, for instance. Form up a team. Okay, classical era ends in 1 turn. I'm pretty sure we're not going to... I only seen me play it. I can't believe you heathens haven't seen it. It's the game that's been around for years. Seriously. I think it's won best game almost every year when it's been released for that year. Or very close to. Johnny, would that be right? I mean, Civilization 1 was great. That was fantastic. Hey, DC! It's one of our Patreons and a great supporter of our channel, Mr. D. Coleman. Welcome, DC. Good to have you in here. Okay, I'll bring him out a little bit further. Make sure there's no surprises waiting out here. Johnny scooted. Yeah, Johnny doesn't hang around for long. He's probably gone and done some live streaming or something, or gone to bed. I think he's got a 4 AM wake up call again to play with the boys, the PCSG boys. So he tends to have a 5-hour nap during the day and then goes to bed early. Your people's glorious age looks a lot like gloating to me. Okay, well, it's not a glorious age; it's just a standard age. Oh, we did get golden. How'd that happen? How'd that happen? We didn't get another era pop up. Well, that's a bonus. We're going to be in a golden age. No, it's normal age. Oh yeah, we didn't get the monument or whatever. Anyway, oh well, golden age. That's fine. I misread that. Okay, now we want to choose one that we're going to get the most benefits from. What's the cut Streamlabs takes? It's bugger all by comparison to some others. I can't tell off the top of my head. Hang on. I think it was about 2 or 3%. Yeah, 2.9% from what I can find. So that's it. Anyway, all right, let's go back to this. So, free inquiry golden age. Eureka's provide an additional 10% of technology costs. Commercial hub and harbour districts gold adjacency bonus provides science as well. Pen, brush and voice. Inspiration provide an additional 10% of civic costs. Monumentality golden age. +2 movement for all builders. May purchase civilian units with faith. Builders and settlers are 30% cheaper to purchase with faith and gold. So none of these are going to give me any extra era, which is what I normally would go for to try and bulk up the era. I think we might go monumentality because we're going to be expanding as much as we can. Look at that gold hue to the land. All right. So unit needs orders. Bring him over one more and just sort of see, make sure there's nothing over here to surprise our settlers. We don't want to lose them. We're going to bring a scout up there. We're going to leave him there. He's going to stay there, and that'll be that turn gone. Okay, so we've got our scout now. We are going to promote him, and we're going to give faster movement in that. That means we should be able to catch him a lot easier for the next turn. Alright, so we'll wait and see what happens.
I've lived through some terrible things in my life, some of which actually happened.
Governors provide +2 loyalty in this. Yeah, that's a tempting one. Let's have a look. First envoy sent to each states counts as 2 envoys. +2 loyalty per turn, which we're using. Yeah, not at the moment. We might use that one a little bit later. Choose a civic. DC, thank you very much, my friend. DC has donated $10 towards some flowers for Mrs. Aussie Medic. Thank you very much, mate. It's greatly appreciated, and certainly will go to a good cause. And hopefully, when Mrs. Aussie Medic's brought out of a coma, hopefully it'll lift her spirits a little bit, at least. It's the least we can do. All right. Everyone, give us some ducks in the stream just for a thank you to DC. You use that duck icon. Don't use too many. 4 or 5. Nightbot might kick you. All right. So we're going to recruit our great merchant. So the great merchants, these great people. If I go back up here, so in this version of the game, this new version, you get the great people as well. So they enable you to do a whole pile of different things. So for instance, you have generals, admirals, engineers, merchants, prophets, scientists, writers, artists, and musicians. Now they'll all provide different bonuses. They are earned by you doing things in game. So recruitment progress, as you can see here. So for instance, the great prophet. So Egypt is obviously doing a lot of religious work. So they're earning their way very quickly to the great prophet. We've done no religion, so we don't do anything. Haven't got anything. Great admiral, that would be the POMs. So the British will be doing that one. I guarantee that, because they are very high on their naval warfare. So they're very close to that. So it just shows you. So like for instance, for us here, for a great scientist, looks like that may well be the UK. The POMs there as well. They're beating us on that. But if we wanted to, we can go in here and either pay for it with gold or with faith early. But we haven't got enough of either to do that. And then they give you different things once as a specialty. So, for instance, the merchant will grant a free trade unit in the city, increases trade route capacity by 1. Foreign trade routes to this city provide +2 gold to both cities. So it's a bit of a bonus. Anyway, so we'll find our great person. Where is he? Or it could be a she. There. So Marcus Licinius Crassus. Now, our activated effect is gained 40 gold. Your nearest city annexes this tile into its territory. Oh, that's pretty poor. Alright, so we just get to take him somewhere, and it'll automatically give us that tile instead of us having to buy it or wait for us to actually explore it and own it. So it's a pretty poor one, really. Anyway, that's okay. Granary is completed. So what we're going to do is we want to get our trade routes up and running. So I'm going to get a market, and I think we'll queue up campus. We can't do. I think what we might do here is do another settler and a builder. If we get to the point where we can actually do another science building, we'll change that before that actually happens. So here we've finished as well. Now I think we might do a campus. Let's put a campus in. We need to build our science up so we can start heavily investing in some science. I don't really want... I'm going to use him, actually. I'm going to bring him over here. I'm going to use him with the new city so we can explore that straight away and expand our borders very quickly. To try and get the niter early. So we've got... Well, we've already got some niter, haven't we? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Alright, bring him up. Continue exploring up here. Alright, what else we got? Our warrior, he's okay there for now. We're going to leave him there. We're going to put him back on explore, and he can automatically go up to the north here and explore. He's out of the way of those barbarians from down south. Our warrior can stay there, and we're going to go next turn again. Oh, I didn't realise an old great person recruited. It's nice to say. Nice of him to say he's old. Okay. Now, warrior. Don't want to do anything with the warrior again. I think we'll put him on auto and see what he does. Oh, I was going to chase. No, it's all right. I was going to chase the barbarian scout. Forgot about it. Too busy thinking about exploring and expanding. He can stay there. Next move, they'll go over there and we can build a new city. Great person is coming across.
If delicate arch has any significance, it lies, I will venture, in the power of the odd and unexpected, to startle the senses and surprise the mind out of their ruts of habit.
Okay, another one. Bonus of the Magi. Bones of the Magi. Okay, so we've got a great work, which is good. So these guys here will probably start wanting to trade because they'll want to get great works and stuff off me. So here we go. Open borders, 10 gold. Well, how about you give me open borders as well? That's acceptable. Let's do that. Open borders for open borders is always pretty good. Not that I'm going to go through his borders at the moment. He's a bit far away from me.
There is no easy way to train an apprentice. My two tools are example and nagging.
Okay, so the next special zone we can build now is the industrial zone, which is good. So that'll ramp up our production in cities as well. So gunpowder is our next one. So if you don't remember, what we did is in the last live stream, we actually set up to go to gunpowder. So by clicking on these up here, it'll automatically fill in the ones prior to it in the order it needs to actually get to that that technology. So we don't have to worry about that until we get to gunpowder. All right. So warrior, we're going to leave there again. And there's our city. So we're going to found our city, which will be the city of Melbourne. Okay, we're going to bring the warrior in here. He's going to fortify so we get the loyalty bonus. We've got a builder automatically available to us with the city. So we're going to come over here and we're going to start getting the city ready to go, ready and raring. We will we'll put a granary in first. There's not a lot of difference between granary and the walls, but we'll get that going first. Governor title, we'll promote Victor, will we? No, I don't think we will. I think what we might do is we might... Harbour Master's no good. I think we might appoint Pingala to Melbourne. I'll sign that. That's done. Okay. So now we've got a governor in 3 out of our 4 cities. Oh, here we go. So I told you, she's after Bones of the Magi. Now, what's she going to give us? Some olives, some mercury, some gypsum. 7 gold, plus 2 gold for 30 turns. So that's another 60 gold. And open borders for Bones of the Magi. Provides +4 and +8 tourism. Do I really want to be friendly with her at the moment? What do you reckon? Yes or no to the trade? Over to you guys. Do we go the open borders and get a bit of money and some bonus resources, and give over our relic, or do we say no? She got plenty of luxury resources. It's not as if she's going to be missing anything. Ugh. Apologies. Anyone there? DC, you get the choice. You've made a donation. Come on. Yes or no? Maybe? There's no option for maybe, Daniel. DC. Calling DC. Yes or no? Waiting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Missed it. Hang on. Okay, you got a choice of refuse deal or accept deal. So give them a relic for some luxury resources, 7 gold plus 60 gold over 30, or 2 gold over 30 turns, every 30 turns, and open borders. So what do you reckon, DC? Daniel says accept. Not a bad deal. Probably do it. There we go. We'll do it. How can I thank you? Well, you can thank me by not coming in and abusing me. And well, it's a bit late to tell me that now, DC. I don't really know the relic. I'm not worried about tourism or religion. We are just here to dominate, to take out the British and take out the Americans, and take over the world. So, our builder is going to build a farm. All well and good. Next turn. Need more housing. Okay, Newcastle needs some housing, so I have to think about that soon. Scout. What's our scout doing? Oh dear. Bad scout. Bad scout. Bad scout gonna die. Alright, let's get the horses. I think we've already got some niter, but some horses mean we can start getting some stuff on horseback going. Let's see if I can take out the scout. Nice. And now all I've got to do is hope that the warrior doesn't beat the living bejesus out of me. Alright, next turn. So we're up here at Granada. So our galleys, we've got 6 or 7 galleys obviously operating at the moment. I know we've got, because we're suzerain of Candy, we're seeing what their galleys in that sea, so get some bonus view. This scout's going to die. Yep. Thanks very much for coming. See, why would you go and stand next to a barbarian encampment? You stupid, stupid spy. Oh, well, scout. Spy. Alright, I think we're going to get some stone. So we'll do that. And you are going to want to run away as well. So you can run away down here. So he's safe for now. Our great person is there. So now what we're going to do... Oh, I'm sure that was highlighted before. Obviously not. Alright, well, if that's the case, we'll come and get our niter. That's alright. Next turn. So 43 of 60 for the next one, and we've got plenty of time yet, apparently. So how does the new graphic layout seem to you guys? We've obviously changed all our layout and stuff. It was just basically because I stuffed up with the other one. I deleted a couple of graphics pieces I wasn't meant to, and I lost the background, so I had to replace it. So we've gone with a new one. So let me know what you think. Does it seem to be working all right? Is the chat box in the wrong? Well, I probably could be the chat box actually. Let's just quickly do that. Move it up out of the way there, and the chat box itself has to come up out of the way. There we go. Alright, hopefully that's a bit better. Top center is pretty big. Yeah. I have to look in the replay and see how big it is. But that's basically the default, so I'm not sure if I can really sort of squeeze that down anymore. But anyway, I have to have a look at it and see what it's like. We may remove it or change it. Okay, we're going to fortify unit until healed now. And we go next turn. Our great person is ready to activate effects. So we'll gain 40 gold and we'll get that tile. So we do that. Tile becomes ours. We've got 40 gold and he disappears. Oh, actually no. I get 3 charges. That's okay. It's a bonus. Alright, I have to think about what I'm going to use him for next. I forgot that I got 3 charges out of those. I think it's pretty poor. Alright. Where's the Poms? I want to see the Poms and the Americans so I can plan my attack. Okay. So he's got his second one to do now. So I think... Now, I've got another settler here ready to go. So I'm not going to use him yet. I'm going to bring the settler out. And... I want to... I want to be able to do a harbour. So if I go here... Yeah, we'll go there. So I'm going to come in here, and then that way I can still build a harbour, and I can still build some more ships and stuff out here. But I'm also by the river, so I've got a water supply. So that's pretty important. Now I'm going to bring the warrior over to here because the other settler is heading over that way. And what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to send the great person up there ready to go as well. So they're all ready to go. Okay, so next turn. Still 43 era. Medieval era. Oh, they're only friendly now. Let's see. Declare friendship.
The taxpayer. That's someone who works for the federal government, but doesn't have to take the civil service examination.
Yeah. Right, now we've got an alliance. Okay, good. So that gave us +1 era, which is good. So now, as I was about to do, if I go in here and declare friendship, very well, I only hope you are more a Mark Antony than a Brutus. That's not very nice. Make deal. Oh, it's not there yet. I don't have an alliance option as yet. Maybe I ought to wait a full turn. Declare friendship with Robert. Yep, he's happy. Good. No, I don't want to go to war. Okay, he's happy. All right. Worry about an alliance on the next turn. See if we can do it then. All right. So we've got a civic to choose, and we are going to go with divine right so we can get another government. So basically, we want to get to the next government. So that way, it gives us more cards to use. Which means we've got more things going on, more bonuses, all that sort of stuff. Plus it means we can expand more. So Sydney, we've got another settler coming out of Canberra very soon too, which is good. So by the time he gets into place and is setting up his city, we should have another one ready to go. Okay, he can just sit there and wait now. And we're going to end the turn again. We need to build another trader. I mean trader, not traitor. What we might do this time is, I might actually just buy one from Sydney. So we go here to Sydney. Actually, no, wait, we're going to Melbourne. I'm going to purchase an item with gold, a trader. Unit needs orders, which is him, doesn't matter. Next turn. So then we'll use the trader to go from Melbourne to Sydney, get a road through there, and then the next one will be Sydney to Newcastle and Sydney to Canberra. So there's the road we've built previously with the other trader. So from Newcastle down to Canberra. Alright, so we want to go to Sydney. There we go. So once we've joined all our cities up, then that's when we go out to our other civilizations, and like that's when I start looking at prioritizing gold, for instance, so I can actually maximize income. Then we start buying stuff very readily and very easily, and progressing that way. Right, with the world rankings, science victory, we're in not the last. Domination victory, we're winning, but science, we're last. Now that's not normal. I normally do quite well with science, so we're going to have to pick up our game. Okay, so Newcastle to Canberra is complete. We now need to do Newcastle to Sydney. Get that one underway. He's all repaired. Let's see what he does now. He might go and get killed again, or killed. He's not going to do anything for me. And we're going to go next turn. So we're coming up to an hour. I may go another 15 minutes or so. We'll see how we go. And then tomorrow morning we will be live streaming. So in about 7 hours time, if I can get my lazy bones out of bed in time. Not sure what we'll do. Most likely it'll be Sussex Farm, but not 100% sure as yet. Alright, what we are going to need to do is we're going to need to come over here and get Sydney up and running, I think. Falling a little bit behind. Right, our other settler is ready. So what we will do is... Yes, it's not letting us go out. We need to may need to interrupt our yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'd like to get start another one up here, because I don't think there's anyone else there other than the two city-states. What we might do is we might just bring him. No, there's too many barbarians. Bring him up to here, and then hopefully in the next turn or so we can establish what we're going to do up there. Okay, so we've now built here. Let me see, what have we built? Monument, ancient walls. No wonders. That's okay. So I wonder if we get the pyramids done. Let's give it a go. I don't know. I think someone will probably beat us to it. They probably already well and truly started on it. But we'll give it a go. We'll see what happens. Choose production here. We've just finished doing the granary. So we want to put in, I'm thinking perhaps a campus to get our science underway. Put a campus down in there. Get that underway. Got to really ramp this science up. Okay, so we've got our next turn gone across, which is good. Get rid of that. So this should finish this turn, which then means we can get musketmen, which is a good start to our standard.
The real use of gunpowder is to make...
We get a +1 era score. Now we can choose our research. Right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go maritime. Technology tree. Sailing we've already got. We want to do... no. Celestial navigation. No, we want that one first. Shipbuilding, then celestial navigation, because that one allows land units to embark, and that way we can send our settler straight up to that other new bit of land. So that'll be great. So suzerain, we've lost suzerain for Stockholm. We want to get another first suzerain if we can. So if we go Nam Madol. There we go. So we've got another +2 era score, which is great. So 50 out of 60. We've got a new relic, which means we're going to get a new deal negotiated by one of these two in a minute. Without a doubt. Not going to use the great person as yet. And we're going to go next turn. Alright, so the builder here we're going to get sorting out Sydney. We are going to need to build some builders. We've got another builder coming out here from Canberra, which we queued up. So we want to get these cities growing a bit. Canberra's alright. We've developed most of Canberra. Need to develop Sydney. Need to develop Melbourne. Newcastle's probably okay for the moment, although we do want to get our luxury resources selected as well. Okay, so he's finished that one. We'll come down here and get some olives. Get them going there. Don't need the great person yet. And we're going next turn again. Okay. So, our settler is sitting over here. I didn't want you sitting over there. Because... Okay. So the AI person has gone up there. Alright, we'll go up there next to him. So what we want to do, actually, is... Yes, there's no one else up here. So if we can get up in here... what's that? Tribal village. Okay. If we can get up there, so I'm going to send him up there and see if we can... Oh, not yet. Send him up... Where is he? There. Send him up there and so we go. Mate, I'm on the third one, I think. Not chieftain, the third one down. I'm not on prince because I get my butt whipped on that one. So we're not playing on any of the harder levels. We're not playing on the easiest level. So it's a bit of about medium, low medium. Does that sound about right? So I'm not great at the game, and we have religion turned off. Religion is not a winning option. In fact, you see that here. The only options available for winning is science, domination, or by score. At the moment,
I cannot
not
imagine
very
any
good with that
condition
either.
which would cause a ship to founder. Modern shipbuilding has gone beyond that.
Okay, so we've got our shipbuilding, which is grand. So now we can actually take our units and bring them up into here. So for instance, if I now take our scout and tell him to come up here and grab those, it will let me do it because I've now got the ability to embark onto ships and head off. Alright, so the builder's done that one, so he's going to come over here and do this resource here. Is he? Yeah, there he goes. Right. We're going to choose production over here because he's done the builder. So here we might squeeze an industrial zone in. Let's do it. Let's do that. Let's really push the friendship there. Okay, let's use one of those. He's not needed yet. Next turn. Okay, what did I just find then? Oh, I also need to do an alliance. See if we can get an alliance going with these guys. So let's try that now. Make deal. Haven't got the alliance option. I don't know why. Anyway, doesn't matter. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it later on. Now. He needs to just continue this way. As to does he. I can barely win on Chieftain. Yeah, I know. It's much like that myself. Okay, so what's he offering? Here we go. So here's another deal for you guys. He wants olives and spices. In return, he's going to give me iron, which is a strategic resource, and salt, which is a luxury resource. 12 gold plus 1 gold for 30 turns. So he's going to give me 42 gold, a luxury and a strategic resource for 2 luxury resources. I think that's a pretty easy deal to do. So I think we might do that. Okay. He agreed with me, see? There you go. Smart man, that Robert the Bruce. Okay. Where are we at now? Our scout should be on his way up there.
I don't believe in astrology. I'm a Sagittarius, and we're skeptical.
Okay, so we've now got astrology.
I conclude then this point touching upon the power of kings with this axiom of divinity. That is, to dispute what God may do is blasphemy. So it is sedition to dispute what a king may do.
So, we can go and unlock our new government and use our new government, monarchy. Now, it's not ideal. What I would normally go for is Merchant Republic, but this will give us a bit of military expansion, and we'll just use that anyway. So, let's have a look. Unit maintenance reduced by 1 gold per turn per unit, so we'll do that because that makes us more money. Plus 1 amenity for a garrisoned unit. Chivalry, 50% production toward medieval. Plus 6 city defense strength and plus 1 city range. We'll put that on there by default. Units, yields gained from pillaging. Double experience for recon units. That's not really that applicable to us anymore. Do I want cavalry units? There's no practice toward ancient and classical, medieval. We want that one. The other ones, first envoy, 50% production towards settlers, which is probably still important to us at the moment. Plus 2 loyalty per turn for cities with a garrison unit, that's important to us as well. So that will do. And we get plus 3 era score for a new government. Okay, so 53 out of 60. So, DC, so you've got Civ 6, obviously. We'll do naval production, or naval tradition, that's fine. Unit needs orders. Right. They're probably in need of just as much work as the other cities at the moment. So we're going to get some mercury. So chat disconnected and it's reconnected. Okay. Fine. Alright, continue. Not going to need him at the moment. Our settler's nowhere near. And you can go explore. Bought it twice. Once on PC and then on my iPad. Civ 6 is on your iPad. Really? Really, really? Well, what we're going to have to do then, Mr. DC, is I was saying a bit earlier, I think it may have been just before you came on the stream. We may have to organise a... oh, it is the full version. It's interesting. We might have to see about doing a multiplayer game. Because I don't trust you, we'd have to be as a team first to see what you're like. So you don't just obliterate me on my own stream. But if you're up for it, let me know, and we'll see what we can arrange. I think it'll be a great time, and we'll open up to anyone else that's got it, and it could be some good fun. All right, now let's have a look at our technology tree. We need to. Sorry, I'm scrolling pretty quick through that, aren't I? Tanks. I want tanks. So we're going to go for tanks. That's what we're going to build towards. I'm up for it, but don't know if my schedule is. Mate, we'll work something out. So your people contact my people, and we'll have a chat and we'll organise something. Could be some good fun. And I'll put the message out and see if there's anyone else that's got it, and see if they want to join up with us as well. Could be some really good fun. Bit different. Alright, so we're going to do that with the builder. The builder should be finished now, so he should disappear, which he does. Yeah, I'll let them know to get hold of you. No worries. Sounds good. Okay. So they're all over there now. I've just got to wait for the settlers to turn up. So this settler here can now head on over so we can put a city on a new continent. And that will certainly get us some era score and get us a little bit closer to our next golden age.
Don't reinvent the wheel. Just
Don't reinvent the wheel. Okay, no worries. Bronze working's next. That's good. Okay, don't need them. Don't need him. Next turn. Almost at the point where we can do another city. The roads are being done through there. Just need to go Sydney, Canberra now. So we'll probably have to move one of our traders, move cities if possible. No, not using them yet. Got to wait for our settler to come up. Almost there, almost there. Finishing very soon. We've had the viewers drop off. That's okay. On my PC now, looking at the stream. Chat box is good. Still don't know that I like the top centre bar. Okay.
Normal people believe that if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Let me see. I don't know if I can actually... Yeah, I can actually change it, but I just have to redo all the text and that. I might make it a little bit smaller for the next stream for tomorrow morning and see how that goes. All right, choose production. So we've just built the campus in Sydney, which is great. So we're going to build the library. Don't need that yet. Don't need that yet. The settler's going to move in to there. And then on the next turn we can build. found some more barbarians. Where were they? Somewhere.
A good navy is not a provocation to war. It is the surest guarantee.
Right, naval tradition is done. Choose civic feudalism is the only option we've got available at the moment. Okay, we're going to send an envoy. Suzerain, suzerain, not suzerain. I think we want to get Stockholm back. So we'll work on Stockholm. Okay. Don't need to do that. Right. Next city, Brisbane, is done. And we're going to build a monument to get loyalty, because now we're getting closer to Egypt. Loyalty is going to start becoming a factor, because their loyalty is going to be trying to push on to Brisbane and virtually try and sway Brisbane away from us. We can upgrade to a musketon now. 2 era for that. That's all well and good. And we've got a builder. We're going to build a pasture. Musketman there. Where'd our other warrior go? Where'd I move him to? He's there. We'll upgrade him as well while we're there. All good. Our settler's headed over here. Our scout is over here and gone off scouting. So citrus is a new luxury resource over here we haven't seen yet. So we'll have to get a bit of that onto us. Stream health's gone a bit low. Video output's died. What's happened there? Seems like it's not very happy. What we might do is, because it's sort of obviously taking a bit of a hit, we will probably leave it right there. So hopefully I'll be able to do the sign off without it passing out altogether. So thanks very much for joining us. Special mention to DC for your donation of $10 towards the flowers for Mrs. Aussie Medic. I'll probably extend that and do it also tomorrow morning in our Sussex farm stream. And I do wish Aussie Medic and Mrs. Aussie Medic all the best for what they're going through at the moment. And obviously for anyone else that's of ill health and going through battles with medical and all that sort of stuff at the moment. Anyway, thanks very much for joining us. It's been a blast. This is DoughBoy Gaming, wishing you a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening or night, no matter where around the world. And we'll see you back here next at DoughBoy Gaming. Thanks very much for watching. See you later.